how would you put yourself on that scale? Masculine being 1, feminine being 5.
I do hear what you say, however, I disagree with your standpoint. If you go back like 2,000 years, the women were, as you refer to masculine, a lot more masculine than the men. So the women were actually, you know, taking the lead, taking the responsibilities, etc. And over time, due to cultures, it has evolved. Where in the 50s, women were more the stay-at-home moms, doing the cooking, looking perfect, and the men went out to work. If you use that as a reference, it's a complete difference than when you use my first example as a reference. Well, I assume you mean like the later one, the modern reference. If you think that taking charge and making decisions and actually getting things done are the masculine type of things, then I'm probably more masculine than feminine. But I also think that women are taking charge and doing things.
Do you feel that you have to adjust your personal expression of gender here versus at home, or?
Never ever. Not in one single job.
I just be myself, and it just depends on the people you're with and the subjects you're talking about and laughing about. But yeah, it's all okay with me, and I can adjust myself to the situation very easy, so it's no problem for me.
I think I am who I am. Although, you know, in some cases you have to be maybe a bit more feminine or a bit more masculine than you normally are. Mm-hmm. But not in such a way that I would feel uncomfortable about it.
Going back to this business trip, the first customer we went to see, I sat with him and we said like this. So if you consider to be that masculine, that's masculine. Go like, oh, do you remember that and then the trade show, what happened, da da da. And in another meeting, it would be probably more my feminine. I was wearing a skirt. I was more like, oh really? So tell me more about, wow, that's impressive how you did that. So that is then more maybe, but it's more adjusting to the person you're with. Mm-hmm. Rather than, well, you can call it masculine or feminine.
I would say if I have to have a female counterpart in a discussion, I think I would be a bit different than if I talk to a male counterpart.
If it helps to be the woman, then I'm the woman. And if it helps to kick asses, I kick asses. Never deny who you are, never deny what you need, and handle them if you can. And abuse them if you can. Use them, abuse them, whatever. And put in place everything you need. With respect for other people.
I think I'm being perceived as quite masculine here. So they know that of me. And sometimes I just have to play with it by being feminine in order to get things done.
I'm never a threat. They never feel like I'm a threat. Males among each other are fighting who's the alpha ape, and they never see me coming. So it's so easy to, and you make compliments how great they are and strong and powerful, and you can go wherever you want.
It's probably in a big part of our genes try to impress women.
Often I can do things on my own, but when there's a hard job, most of my classmates help me very fast, you know, like I'm like, oh, okay, I can do it, but they're like, oh no, I can do it for you, and I feel like, yeah, but I want to do it, I want to learn it.
You notice the fact that there's a woman there helps in making some arrangements, that for sure. If I ask them a question, they will do it. If she asks the question, they'll do it immediately. Whether I fully agree with the fact that it's like that. It's a different story, but it helps.
When you say that's the tall woman with the big motorbike, then it's me. It's only one. So if you mess things up, they know where to find you. But if you do good things, they also know where to remember.
I think there's more competition here between the males than between male and female. Although I could well imagine that being a woman in this industry also means that you have to do a bit of an extra effort. I think you have to show more that you have the skills. And if you're male, people would more accept your in your position. And I think when you're female, you have to do an extra effort there to get approved.
Women are, if you have them, I really want them in my team, and I think it's making the team stronger to have a good diversity of men and women. But from a management perspective, they take a lot of energy. Women are more on the sensitive part, and you can hurt them when you don't mean it.
It doesn't matter if you're very strong and you work very hard and you're very fast. It matters about the quality of what you're making and if it's good or not. The man I was working with, he was just doing his job and was focusing, and I said, wait a minute, just come stand here and maybe we should do it like this, or you know, maybe it's better like this. And we talked about it and it was okay, so we did it my way. So yeah, I think it's I don't necessarily think it's because you're a female, but I think it's how you are as a person and how you see things.
Most times you see it more with women, the more feminine parts, and more with men. So it's not that I say you have to be a man or a woman, but you have also all those powers in you, and recognize them and putting them in place when you need them.
I think with this whole interview, it's more person related rather than gender related.